Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. And in this video, we're going to talk a little bit more about Best Buy and the fact that they've kind of somewhat been ruining their entire reputation, especially when it comes to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and also mainly too as well, GPU restocks. And I'm sure you guys can probably go and put the two and two together because we're also going to be talking about the really rough and really not that worthwhile package of Best Buy Total Tech. But more so kind of want to go in the next part two of this, and I've kind of talked about this maybe when the Total Tech stuff started popping on off, is that this really is not a good thing. Mainly because the overall bad press, the negativity, and overall now at this point, people don't even know that Best Buy is literally selling these normal things such as consoles and GPUs, especially by themselves without the Total Tech. And a lot of folks are also alluding towards the fact that they're only able to be bought through Total Tech in the first place. So let's go talk about this, kind of get my thoughts on this, because I am pretty anti-Total Tech in all honesty, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there too as well are in the same exact boat. So it also kind of goes in kind of somewhat tandem in the fact that the Xbox Series X even had a restock today when it comes to Best Buy, although once again was kind of underneath the Total Tech paywall. So if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, get a bunch of free stock and free money. Same with that Coinbase too as well. And of course, give all your thoughts and opinions down below because I want to see if you guys agree, disagree, or all that good stuff. So kind of catch you guys up to speed. I'll do this really kind of quickly, but for today, we actually did go have a confirmed drop that happened overall. It's been very, very much overdue when it comes to Best Buy, and they actually did go have an Xbox Series X by itself. No bundles, no other like little doohickeys involved. And sadly, it was also behind the Total Tech paywall. Now, I don't want to say it's going to be the end of the world or anything like that, but it was pretty annoying. The stock itself was up in time for a very, very long time, especially in comparison to say if it was just a normal, proper Xbox Series X drop. But as well, as per usual, the total community reception and basically people being very anti these huge, massive paywalls kind of once again took a pretty big toll when it comes to Best Buy. Now, the reason why I'm going to talk about this so heavily is that Best Buy itself as a company has not been doing the best. They've had a chance to go and kind of downsize up a lot of their companies. They had to go close down a lot of businesses. And of course, as well with the pandemic, online shopping has more so become king. And that's why I think we kind of sometimes see these big retailers try to go work on in weird sellings such as like Walmart Plus or, Total Tech, where they just want to have more people incentivizing to go buy and spend money every month. Kind of basically lock their users into a certain type of like payment into it. Think Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime, or you're already in the ecosystem and you don't mind paying the auto renewals even if the price goes on up. But the one big thing for Best Buy is the fact that it's a Total Tech package, which is a $200 package. And anyone who hears those numbers or has been watching my channel for a while can probably agree that it's just so not good. It's not a good value. It's not worth it. And while there is a few niche things out there that might make it worthwhile, or sometimes you go buy things like a TV or like a fridge and you get it for free for a year, so you can kind of utilize it through that, at the end of the day, it's just not that good of a package. And now the kind of reason why I bring this on up, as of recently, I even saw this up on Reddit. I even, on my own self, I even made a Reddit comment, believe it or not. But when it comes to this stuff, we saw that folks are out there kind of just assuming that every single drop is going to be a Total Tech drop. They are also assuming that every single drop out there is going to be a $200 paywall, and it's not even worthwhile to go look at Best Buy as an overall company to get like PS5s, Xboxes, GPUs, Switches, or whatever. Because so many of these bad articles, and myself included, like I've even made some YouTube videos where I'm like, Total Tech is a scam, Total Tech is not worth it, Total Tech is not good. And even this video itself is me literally talking about how the Xbox Series X is underneath the Total Tech drop. So I mean, it kind of makes sense why some people would have the illusion that it's only available behind Total Tech, but we see so much of this stuff. Like, I'm more so kind of even thought about this because I was literally in a random, like, just Reddit thread talking about GPUs and some Intel stuff and all of that. And we even had, I saw this a lot. Like, this is not just a one-time thing. You guys can look through, like, gadgets. You can look through, like, PC Master Race. You look through all these other various retailers. And sorry for this person I would put on blast too as well. So I'm sorry for them in general. It's like they didn't mean anything bad about it too. But as you guys get a chance to go and see, like, a lot of these places are like, hey, what shops? I've even asked my local Best Buy multiple times, and they haven't. Granted, they're often busy, and I usually show up a little bit late. And we have comments like this person, once again, like no hate towards them or anything bad or anything else. It's like, it's whatever, it's a Reddit comment. It's not like me. I'm not trying to be like a, well, actually, type person or anything like that. But when it comes to this, they even say, I even read recently that Best Buy keeps them behind a paywall now. If you don't pay the membership fee, you can't buy them. I think the membership fee is $200. And like, don't worry, like Reddit threads automatically upload if you guys don't know about that. But basically, I was like, even I responded, I was like, no, they usually do them also available for the general public, but also they also do other types of, like they basically do double drops. Like there's one total tech drop, one normal drop. I don't support total tech. I'm just kind of putting to the point of Best Buy is kind of ruining their business because a lot of normal individual folks believe that this is always like going to be the every single day practice, that they hear about the semiconductors in passing, they hear about everything else in passing, they hear about supply chain issues in passing. So at this point, because there's so much negative press and people talking about this, well, they almost just assume that every single thing is meant to go and be a total tech drop. Or if you guys even go look at some of these types of articles floating around too as well, where you have like these kind of clickbait titles, and I mean, I'm a part of it too sometimes. Like I just assume most people in my community know because we mentioned, like we've literally talked about how we've had like walk-ins events and like normal events and stuff. So I'm assuming most of my normal subscribers know. This kind of goes after us normal folks, where people are like, hey, you want a GPU from Best Buy? Get ready for the paywall. And if you guys were to go and look through many different types of articles, which I don't want to say anything bad about the article writer at all in any capacity too. I'm in the same exact boat. You know, it's a good title, good clickbait, all that stuff. But it just kind of goes to go and show that everyone out there is kind of misconstruing it. And this is not like consumers. This is not like YouTubers. This is not like, you know, tech writers or people like this, or even people on Reddit. It's more so the fact that GPUs are hard to get. PS5s, hard to get. Xbox is hard to get. And when you kind of make these systems kind of diluted how they've done today, people just don't really know. So like you see someone like me who's talking about how this Xbox drop happened today behind Total Tech, well then when's the next normal drop? And I will go and say we usually have been seeing double drops. So I think the likelihood of a PS5 this week behind either Total Tech to kind of match the Xbox, pretty likely. But as well, just for a normal drop too, and same with the normal Xbox drop, is also pretty likely. We've seen many instances where, like, even as I mentioned from that little Reddit comment, that even though there was a Total Tech paywall, and they obviously want to make money on Best Buy, they want to make extra money on Total Tech and all that stuff, the thing is, you have to be able to go and separate it. You have to have a proper drop schedule. And that's why I kind of like Walmart. I will go give Walmart some credit right now, is that we know that there's a drop coming for them soon. There's going to be a Walmart Plus drop. We know it's Walmart Plus. They have the notion of it. We know exactly how it works. We have the rough timestamp of when it will actually be happening. And at the end of the day, while I'm not the biggest fan of these subscription-based things like, you know, Game Rewards Pro, GameStop Pro, Amazon Prime drops or whatever, at least we fully know. And the same thing too when it comes from, say, GameStop. We know you have to be a Power Rewards member for the first hour to get your consoles. And now when it comes to Best Buy, we just never know. GameStop will give a heads up. You know, when it comes to Walmart, they'll give us a heads up. Target, we kind of sometimes get leaks on it. But when it comes to this stuff, Total Tech is just making a lot of people assume that you need to be paying the $200 to go get something from basically Best Buy. And like I said, when it came to Reddit threads and other people talk about stuff, I saw this happen a lot. Like I saw a lot of folks, and even up on Twitter and my own YouTube comments where I feel like we cover this a lot of folks are like, what's the point of even knowing about a Best Buy drop if I can't even buy it? I don't have Total Tech. What's the point? Blah, blah, blah. And that's why I kind of feel like Best Buy is kind of ruining their business. Because if they want to go and have this really, really bad $200 paywall, guess what? People are going to go and make fun of it. They're going to go and say it's not a good value, like I'm doing all throughout this video, because it's not. And now when we go and hear about drops coming or drops on the way that are only behind Total Tech paywalls, once again, if someone's only checking maybe once every few hours or once every few days, and they're like, oh, well, Best Buy did a drop, but it's only Total Tech, I didn't miss out on anything, then guess what? They just assume that every single drop is going to be that same exact way. And I really think it's bad business practice. Because like I said, for the GPU drops, people are thinking like you can't even literally go and buy GPUs anymore. Like you literally can't even get GPUs anymore. And then guess what? You can. Like literally they did like one Total Tech drop and one normal drop. And like if you just pay attention, you know what's up, you kind of watching stuff, like hopefully you guys doing these videos, you'd be able to go and see it and you'd be able to go and know. But that's why I just think Best Buy is kind of messing up pretty bad, because they just are not kind of scheduling the stuff on out well. And now same thing for the walk-ins. We even had walk-in events going on for Best Buy. It was never really produced out on Twitter or on various websites, and we just only saw pictures and leaks, and we saw people that like sometimes got lucky on their drops and sometimes did. And now especially when it comes to these next-gen things or like semiconductors and everything else are kind of hard to find, it sucks because it just is hard. You need to be able to go and schedule this. And I feel like Best Buy is kind of ruining their business because they just don't know what they're doing. It's also on top of all the other various stuff, such as just people are just not shopping in stores as often, as well as also a lot more online shopping. And on top of that too, it's kind of hard to even walk into a Best Buy store, because do you really want to go to a Best Buy store and just buy it online? Not really. Especially with all the bad Total Tech press too as well. So I had a little bit of a ramble video because it kind of bothered me a little bit from seeing Reddit comments and seeing other various things. So kind of give me your thoughts. Do you think it's dumb? Do you think Total Tech is dumb? Do you think it's just kind of a weird design? I'm assuming a lot of you guys would say yes, because it's just not worth the money. I just want to say I do appreciate you guys so much for watching, and hopefully have some more Best Buy news throughout these next few days for a proper, better drop. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console and controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Link down below. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100, get a bunch of free stack and free money. Same with that Coinbase too as well. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. You guys are all beautiful. Have a good rest of your nights, good rest of your days. We'll have more news all tomorrow. Love you guys.